Life is the greatest teacher. You go through things, you learn from them, and sometimes those lessons hurt. And for Brandy, this one might sting the most. Word on the streets is that Brandy is furious, and it's all because Monica allegedly exposed her for using drugs after that shocking onstage meltdown in Chicago. What was supposed to be a dream comeback for the two R&B icons has now turned into one of the messiest scandals of the year. That one night changed everything. Fans at the United Center in Chicago were left stunned after Brandy suddenly began shaking, slurring her words, and then walked off stage mid-performance, right before they were supposed to perform their iconic duet, The Boy Is Mine. Moments later, the show was over. No warning, no goodbye, just confusion. Clips of the incident hit social media within minutes, and theories started flying. Some said there were technical issues, others swore Brandy looked completely out of it. A few fans even demanded refunds, saying, "They didn't even perform The Boy Is Mine. I want my money back." Then came the whispers that Monica had quietly told people backstage that Brandy wasn't okay and that everyone needed to pray for her. That one comment lit a fire. Within hours, rumors spread that Brandy had overdosed. The next day, Brandy addressed it head-on in an Instagram post. She apologized to fans, writing, "Thank you all for your overwhelming love, support, and most importantly, your prayers. I sincerely apologize for the abrupt end to last night's show. After weeks of non-stop rehearsals, I experienced dehydration and feelings of wanting to faint." She assured everyone her well-being was the top priority and promised to take care of herself. But fans weren't convinced. They pointed out that this wasn't the first time Brandy had cited dehydration, reminding everyone of a 2022 health scare where she was rushed to the hospital after a possible seizure. So when she used the same explanation again, people started connecting dots. Then Monica added fuel to the fire, even if she didn't mean to. During her next show, she thanked fans for their support and said, "Not every night goes how it's supposed to." She didn't name Brandy, but many saw it as shade, especially when she added that she knows how to keep going no matter what. And that's all it took. The internet split into two camps, #Team Brandy and #Team Monica. Some accused Monica of exposing Brandy by hinting there was more to the story. Others claimed Brandy's team was doing damage control after she allegedly OD'd backstage. But to understand why this blew up so fast, you've got to look at their history. Brandy and Monica's feud goes back to the late 90s. They were teenagers when The Boy Is Mine dropped. Brandy was 18, Monica was 17, and the industry loved pitting them against each other. There was even a physical altercation before their 1998 MTV Awards performance. Years passed, and they barely spoke. Then, in 2020, they reunited for their Versus battle, which fans saw as a moment of healing. That led to new collaborations, and even a surprise cameo together in Ariana Grande's The Boy Is Mine remix video. So when the Boy Is Mine tour was announced, fans were hyped. It was supposed to be a celebration of sisterhood and nostalgia, two queens coming together after years of drama. But that Chicago night flipped the narrative. Reports from alleged crew members backstage suggested Brandy's collapse might have been more serious than dehydration. Some claimed her team was scrambling to control the story before the truth got out. Still, Brandy insisted she saw a doctor immediately and returned to perform in Indianapolis the next day without a hitch. Meanwhile, people started digging deeper into her recent struggles. Between health scares, lawsuits, and financial stress, Brandy's had a rough few years. Her former housekeeper sued her for age discrimination and unpaid wages, and a designer accused her of never returning a $45,000 diamond ring. Add touring pressure and exhaustion to the mix, and it paints a picture of someone who's simply overwhelmed, not necessarily on drugs. Monica, on the other hand, has been battling her own challenges. Just weeks before the tour, she revealed she had temporary vocal cord paralysis. Yet she pushed through, performing every night with grace and grit. That resilience made some fans compare the two, praising Monica's professionalism, which only made things messier. Sources close to the singers now claim Brandy feels betrayed. She reportedly wanted Monica to publicly shut down the overdose rumors, but Monica's camp chose to stay silent. That silence, intentional or not, spoke volumes, and fans ran wild with speculation. As of now, the two are still performing together. On stage, it's all smiles, but behind the scenes, insiders say things are professionally cordial but personally distant. That warm sisterhood they showed at the start of the tour might be gone, for now. Look, touring is brutal. The lack of sleep, constant travel, pressure, and perfection, it takes a toll, especially on someone like Brandy who's already had health issues in the past. It doesn't mean she's using anything, it might just mean her body said no more. Still, in this industry, perception is everything. One health scare can turn into a full-blown addiction headline before you can even hit refresh. Right now, the Boy Is Mine tour is still selling out. Fans are still showing up, and both women are doing their best to keep it professional. But the spotlight is hot, and the world is watching, waiting to see what happens next. If Brandy keeps performing strong and stays transparent, this could easily turn into a redemption story. But if there's another health scare, promoters could cancel shows, refunds could pile up, and her reputation might take another hit. Either way, one thing's for sure, the story isn't over. Behind all the drama, the gossip, and the rumors, only Brandy and Monica know what really went down that night in Chicago. Whether it was exhaustion, stress, or something deeper, here's hoping Brandy finds peace because at the end of the day, she's still sitting on top of the world.